Mm-hmm. 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 Celeste here with another episode of The Simple Swap. Today's topic is swapping out ground beef for something called TVP. This ingredient could be the bridge between a meat lover, the health enthusiast, and the busy home cook. TVP, otherwise known as textured vegetable protein, is made from defatted soybeans. Basically, soybean flour rolled into little balls. And when you rehydrate them, it has the texture of ground beef and it soaks up any flavor that you give it. This stuff is an awesome ingredient for tacos, sloppy joes, chili, basically any place that you would use ground beef. Like tonight, I'm gonna make it into a tater tot hot dish. It rehydrates in minutes with just 1-to-1 ratio, so 1 cup of TVP to 1 cup of water. Soybeans are nutrient dense. They're high in protein with all 9 amino acids, and they're also high in fiber, so that scrub brush to our inside, it keeps our digestion working great. Since TVP or soybeans are cholesterol free, saturated fat free, it improves our cardiovascular health. It brings down our cholesterol, it reduces the risk of heart disease, which is a really great thing. Since it's high in calcium and potassium, it improves our bone density. Soybeans also can protect us against breast cancer and prostate cancers. One of the largest studies ever done on soybeans followed a group of Chinese women, over 73,000 of them, for 7 years. And they found that the women who ate the most amount of soybeans had about 59% lower risk of developing breast cancer than the women who ate the lowest amount of soybeans. So it really is a great thing if we can start finding ways to sneak soybeans in our diet without even really realizing it. And if you try this taco recipe that I'm going to show you how to make in minutes, you are gonna enjoy getting soybeans into your diet. And that's how we get ourselves to eat healthier, is if we find ways of just sneaking them in without even really feeling like you're giving up anything. This can be found at any co-op, or it can be found at Walmart, but also Hy-Vee will carry it. So our local Hy-Vee here in Winona did not carry it. I called them and talked to the person that orders in bulk, and I said that there's a demand for it, and they started ordering it. So we have to ask if our local grocery stores don't order something, and if they know somebody's gonna buy it, then they're gonna start carrying it. But if you live near like a Trader Joe's or any co-op, they will definitely have it, but you might want to just call before you go just in case. But to top off all those health benefits, it's extremely cost effective. So even if you have to go to the co-op to get it, you're still only gonna have to pay $3 for a bag that will last you quite a few dinners. So this stuff expands, remember, and it goes quite a long way. So now I want to show you how to make 10-minute TVP tacos that you can find the recipe on my blog or somewhere near this video. So let's get to it. Get out your sharpest knife and chop up a red pepper. I like to do it upside down. It seems to be less messy. Just use a sharp knife. It makes such a big difference. The more chopping you do, the easier and faster it becomes. So once you get all those veggies chopped up, get a skillet heated up to about medium high, and you can get a little cup of water or broth out. So instead of always sauteing with oil, you can use water or broth and you won't even be able to tell the difference, I swear. It's such a good tip for cutting down on unnecessary calories when it doesn't even taste any different. So saute with water, you won't even know the difference. So load up that pan and make sure that all those onions are separated and are getting some heat from the pan. We're looking for a clear onion, translucent, probably around 5 minutes. You can stir every once in a while. If you notice that the pan is getting a little dry, just keep that cup of water near and just drip a couple tablespoons on. And it will take care of the stickiness on the pan and get those veggies to become nice and caramelized. So this is about after, 6 minutes of cooking. The longer you let these onions cook and the red peppers cook, the sweeter it all becomes. So this is really good for bringing out lots of good flavor at the end of the dish. So then you're going to want to add the water that's before the TVP. So I put 2 cups of water in with these red pepper and onions, and I'm going to turn it up to a high heat. In like 30 seconds, it starts boiling and it's ready for the TVP. So since I put in 2 cups of water, I'm going to put in 2 cups of the TVP. This is going to soak up all that water and become like that ground beef texture. The beauty of this recipe, it comes together in like 10 minutes, especially when you can get some other vegetables chopped for your tacos and you have your tortillas all already set out. If you want rice, it's nice to make a big batch at the beginning of the week so you don't have to worry about cooking a grain in the meantime. So I use a taco seasoning packet for this. So you can use a 1 ounce taco or packet seasoning, whatever, packet taco seasoning, one of the, however you'd like to say that. Or you could use a Southwest style, any kind of seasoning packet's nice for this. So 1 ounce or 1.25 ounces is good. So then we're going to add some soy sauce, make it that salty and umami flavor. So we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And you're going to want to mix this up really good. Make sure you're getting all those spices and soy sauce combined over all of that TVP. Look how much this looks like ground beef already. Honestly, if you serve it to your family or clients or kids, they're hardly going to notice that anything's different. So I'm going to add some salsa to this. So your favorite salsa, add about 1/4 cup to, a little bit more, maybe 1/3 cup of salsa, and mix it up really good. This is going to add to the taco flavor. Look at that. Now it's time to load up our taco. You can use a soft shell, like a burrito style, or you could use a shell, a corn shell. So I like to put lettuce in the bottom, and I stuff this with TVP. You got the red pepper, the onion, and I like to top it with a little tomato and salsa. There's also less risk for salmonella with this too. I mean, if you're thinking about raw meat, it's very easy to have contaminated E. coli meat, whereas something that's dried and that you rehydrate and it's vegetable based, it is less likely that you'll get sick, especially if you undercook it. I mean, there's no undercooking it. It literally cooks in minutes. So here we have it. Here's the taco. Just keep in mind, the flavor that you add to it is what it's going to taste like. So TVP on its own is very bland, but if you infuse it with flavor, like using one of those taco seasonings and salsa, then you're really hydrating it with lots of flavor. So it really depends on how much flavor you infuse it with. So let's give it a try. Now that's a taco anybody could like, even small kids. So let me know if you make it. Tell me what you think. Thanks for watching.